Hello, everyone. Mike here with the Spaull Brothers team. I hope your 2023 is off to a great start. I'm here with Ottawa Mortgage Broker Andrew Thake, who you may have seen recently on CTV News, as well as the Ottawa Business Journal for his mortgage market updates. Andrew, how are you doing today?
Doing great. Thanks for having me, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, cold outside, but no complaints.
That's awesome. Well, we'll have a hot real estate market to heat us up here.
I like the sound of
Yeah.
that. So the Bank of Canada delivered us another rate hike last week. God, I'm getting tired of hearing that. But it did come with some positive news. It was mentioned that this could be the end of the current tightening cycle. So great to hear. So in your opinion, Andrew, what does this mean for the road ahead for the mortgage market?
Yeah, and definitely a popular topic, 8 consecutive rate increases, and that's last week an extra 0.25 rate increase. So fortunately, at the end of it, they said, that looks to be it for the time being. They'll keep an eye on things. If needed, they won't be afraid to make more moves. But for now, they're just going to sit tight, and that's excellent because anyone looking to buy, it creates a bit more stability for budgeting and for the road ahead, which is excellent. That could mean that people who were holding off just to see when that end was going to be, coming to start, jumping into the market now. So with that, I think it's a great time to get in because if people are sort of waiting for that announcement that is going to be pumping the brakes on rate increases, if there is a bit of a flood into the market, you want to be on the forefront of that for sure. So those who are currently in a variable interest rate, they've obviously been feeling the pressures of those rate increases. So to have that be stopping now and then maybe on the road to where it will start to go back down is great. Sort of a year and a half, 2 years is kind of where the general opinion is when we'll start to see those rates come back down. So there is a bit of a time between now and then, but there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. But something that many people don't know and we're not seeing in the news is that fixed rates have been dropping a large amount over the last couple months, which is fantastic. So anyone who's looking for a fixed rate, just because the variable rates where they are right now, it's quite a high interest rate mark, but the fixed rates, because they're dropping, we're seeing a lot of excellent interest rates on the fixed rates right now. And, we could play around with different terms, 2 or 3 year, if they wanted to maybe potentially take advantage of a lower rate environment in the future. Or 5-year fixed rates, a lot of promotions on those for people who just want to set it and forget it and have that stability. And anyone who applied for a mortgage a couple of months back at a higher fixed rate, because the stress test is the rate plus 2%, if we're looking at let's say a 5.79, well, you'd be qualifying at a 7.79. But, for now, for example, let's say we had a 4.59, you'd be qualifying at a 6.59. And that makes a huge difference to your pre-approval purchase price. So anyone who's over the last year just found that purchase price isn't quite where they need it to be for their house purchasing goals, now's an excellent time to get that refreshed based on the new fixed rates and see what's possible.
Fantastic. I mean, I know I have a lot of clients who have been in that wait and see mentality the last 6 to 8 months. So that's definitely encouraging news to hear. Just quickly touching on the latest Ottawa Real Estate Board data that came out in December, just to give our audience a quick update on the real estate side of things. Inventory levels are up, which is fantastic. So now you've got way more options than you did a year ago, and prices, year over year prices are coming down. They're down 7% in December over 2021 prices, and these numbers, these year over year prices are expected to continue to come down, especially as we move through January, February of this year, and compare them back to the record highs we saw at the start of 2022. So I think just to wrap this up, I think in short, especially for our buyer listeners, the spring outlook is definitely positive with greater inventory, greater options on the table, year over year prices coming down, and finally we've got clear messaging from the Bank of Canada with regards to that potential pause in interest rate hikes. So definitely a positive outlook, which is fantastic. And I think it's going to be a great time if you're a buyer looking to buy. The next 3 to 6 months is a fantastic opportunity. As always, if you have any questions about buying or selling, please reach out to myself and the Spaull Brothers team. And if you have any mortgage related questions, Andrew is available and be happy to answer them, and I'll post his contact information link below. That's your January 2023 market update. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.